Diablo 3 has been officially confirmed by Nintendo to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and we got some more details to talk about. Team Sonic Racing gets a couple new characters. We have some updated sales figures for PlayStation VR that kind of has me worried about the platform. Another major emulation website shuts down, and we've got 2 new Nintendo Switch bundles popping out. All that and much more in the Friday, August 17th edition of RGT News. Let's go!
GT85 coming to you with the freshest video game news. Now take it away.
So first up, you might remember a couple days ago on the channel we talked about a Nintendo Direct rumor that had popped up on 4chan, and usually we sort of talk over these rumors and talk about what I think is real in them and what I think is potentially fake in them, but I wanted to talk about that rumor specifically because of the new Super Mario Bros. Coming to Nintendo Switch leak. This is something that I've heard in inner circles, but I haven't really heard much of it from outer circles, and no one's really talked about this. But now all of a sudden it is making headlines. Comicbook.com is also stating that they have heard that new Super Mario Bros. U will be ported to the Nintendo Switch via some connections at Nintendo of Europe. Now, supposedly, this version of the game will also have the Luigi DLC that was included for this game on the Wii U. And I think that's pretty curious that all of a sudden now this is starting to gain traction and starting to gain steam, because we've seen things from this Nintendo Direct leak now be confirmed. And the fact that people are starting to talk about new Super Mario Bros. U potentially coming to the Nintendo Switch sort of shows me that maybe there's more to that Nintendo Direct leak that meets the eye. Maybe that's actually some legit stuff, and it's pretty interesting to see. So I'm definitely on board with new Super Mario Bros. U coming to the Nintendo Switch. Will I pick it up? Maybe, maybe not. There is rumors that there will be some additional Nintendo Switch specific content as well. They could be doing it like they did with Super Mario Bros. Deluxe on the Game Boy Color, which was a version of the original Super Mario Bros. That had some additional content, and it's a really good version of the game, honestly. If you've never played it, I suggest you check it out because it's really fun. But I would like to see this game come to the Switch. Would I pick it up? Maybe, maybe not. Just sort of depends on the additional content and what else they could potentially include in this. But that is just one thing from that Nintendo Direct rumor that we have to talk about, because the next 2 stories actually tie into that. So make sure you guys check out that Nintendo Direct rumor video after this video, because I think there's more than meets the eye with that. So the second thing we had to confirm from that Nintendo Direct leak is, of course, the Diablo 3 leak. We talked about it recently on the channel. Forbes published an article talking about the Nintendo Switch version of Diablo 3 being officially confirmed, and it seems like Nintendo sort of cut out part of a Nintendo Direct presentation and made a video on it today. It definitely didn't seem like a standard announcement. Maybe the leak sort of forced Nintendo's hand to talk about Diablo 3, because I really feel like that was a part of a Nintendo Direct that they just sort of cut out and then made a specific video on it. But yes, Diablo 3 is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and we actually got some Nintendo Switch specific details about the game, and it sounds pretty awesome. So aside from the fact that there's going to be Legend of Zelda stuff in the game, which you can check out all that information in my Diablo 3 video, the game will fully support offline play with the exception of Diablo 3 Season Mode. So that's actually pretty cool, because a lot of people were worried about the constant need for an online connection with Diablo 3 on other platforms, but it doesn't seem like it's an issue on the Nintendo Switch. So you can play Diablo 3 wherever the hell you want to be, so that's pretty awesome to have in the Nintendo Switch version of the game. As far as performance is concerned, the game will run at 60 frames per second across the board, whether you're in handheld mode or in docked mode, so that's good to see. In docked mode, it'll run at 960p, 720p in handheld mode, and it took about 9 months to port this version of the game over to the Nintendo Switch. So that's a pretty quick turnaround time, honestly. Diablo 3 is obviously a pretty big game, so a 9-month turnaround on it is not too bad, and that's about the time that we started to hear rumors of Diablo 3 coming to the Switch. Now, a third part of this, which was also part of the Nintendo Direct leak, is that Pete Stillwell from Blizzard was asked about the potential of Overwatch coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, supposedly Overwatch will be part of this upcoming Nintendo Direct presentation, and when asked about Overwatch, he said the following: "Anything is within the realm of possibility. Our team was given the task to work on this. If Overwatch developer Team 4 picks up that endeavor, that's on them. As of right now, Diablo is our only focus on the Switch, but yes, it is feasible." So it went from, you know, oh, we can't really run Overwatch on the Switch to, oh yeah, it's feasible. I think we can do it. So that's another game I completely expect to be announced for the Nintendo Switch. I think you will see Overwatch end up coming to the Switch, and it could be part of this upcoming Nintendo Direct presentation that supposedly may or may not be real, but the more things that sort of happen, the more things you're seeing that this could potentially be real. The PlayStation 4 has been the strongest selling console this generation, with nearly 82 million systems sold worldwide, with games selling exponentially well, with a really thriving community of gamers playing games on the PS4, which is strange because video game analysts want you to believe that home consoles are dying. Yeah, they're really dying. They're dying so fast. 82 million sold. Oh, it's the end of the world. The sky is falling. But anyways, one thing that I've always been curious about is the PlayStation VR. Now, I haven't gotten around to picking up PlayStation VR, but I know people that have it. People like Spawnwave, people like actually Stevie Richards, who wanted me to pick one up and check out the Star Trek game. I believe Joe from GameSack also has one as well. But you never really hear Sony talk about sales figures for the PlayStation VR, and I always thought that was pretty curious because it was something that they were pushing for quite a while, but now maybe I can understand why. Sony sent out a press release stating that the PlayStation VR has officially sold over 3 million systems worldwide, with about 21.9 million PlayStation VR games and accessories sold. And I'm sorry, but that seems pretty damn low. When you have an install base of nearly 82 million and something as big as VR that was supposed to be so important has only sold 3 million systems, that just seems extremely low. Maybe the gamers out there, the console gamers out there, aren't as welcoming to the world of VR as Sony initially thought they were. I've always thought that VR was more of a fad thing, maybe something that would be great in entertainment for like movies and things like interactive vacations and things like that. But as far as dedicated gaming sessions, I never really thought it would catch on, and it seems like it hasn't been catching on. So I'll actually be pretty curious to see if Sony follows this up with the PlayStation 5 and more PlayStation VR. Do you have a PlayStation VR? What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments section down below. When I made my videos about Love ROMs and Emu Paradise shutting down, a lot of you guys thought I was sort of overreacting to it, but I really thought that I could potentially see a trend with this, where more major video game emulation websites would follow suit and start to shut down, and the landscape of emulators and ROMs could be potentially very different in 6 months, and it looks like I could be potentially right, as scary as that is to say, because another major emulation and ROM website has officially gone the way of the dodo. They have taken down all of their ROMs and they are going in a different direction, and that is ISOZone.com. Emu Paradise and ISOZone are two of the longest running websites when it comes to ROMs, ISOs, emulators, all sorts of things like that, and now ISOZone has closed down their doors. In a statement released on their website, they said times are changing. There are a number of growing ways of obtaining these retro titles through avenues which do benefit the copyright holders, and it seems clear due to recent events that there are a lot of avenues in development. This is why we decided to throw in the towel in our own accord. It was a good ride, and it was just a ride. However, it is clear that in the not so distant future, distributing retro titles could be a serious case of copyright infringement. And I foresaw this coming because I felt like it would have a huge ripple effect. And it's pretty interesting to see it happening so quickly with a lot of major websites going down. Now, yes, other websites will pop up, but will they pop up as fast with that fear of litigation and potential lawsuits popping up? Will everyone have to move over to torrents and things like that? I don't know, but like I stated in my videos, I think that the emulation and ROM landscape is going to be very different 6 months from now than it is right now, and I think a lot of people are underestimating this. So another one bites the dust. ISOZone.com, no more ROMs. Team Sonic Racing is a kart racing game that I'm low-key looking forward to. That's coming out at the end of this year, and it's a game I think will be really fun. Obviously, we're not getting a new Mario Kart game this year, so why not check out some more kart racing fun with Team Sonic Racing? It's only going to be a $40 game, and it's Sonic in a racing game. I don't know. I enjoy Sonic in racing games. But we got 3 new character announcements today for the game, so that's pretty cool. In Team Vector, you will have Vector the Crocodile, Blaze the Cat, and Silver the Hedgehog. Now, I'm not the most dedicated Sonic fan, especially with the newer games, but I have no freaking idea who Silver the Hedgehog is. This is my first time hearing about him and seeing him. I'm not sure what game he's from, so let me know in the comments section down below. Now, this game will be available at Gamescom to play if you're over in Europe, and these new characters will be in the demo version of the game that you can check out there. Vector the Crocodile is a cool character. I always liked him from Knuckles Chaotic. I really like all the characters from Knuckles Chaotic. Super underrated game. But yes, 3 more characters, and hopefully we can get some Sega characters in there as well, not just Sonic characters. And finally, we have two Nintendo Switch bundles that are brand new to talk about. Both are exclusive to Walmart. One is a time-sensitive one, and one is more for a holiday one. And really, I think they could have done better with both of these bundles. The first bundle gets you a brand new Nintendo Switch and your choice of Nintendo Labo, whether the Variety Kit or the Robot Kit, for just $339.99. So that's a pretty decent savings. This is going on from now until August 25th and is exclusively at Walmart. Now, the other one is a more prominent bundle that will be a holiday bundle, and they're trying to push this for the holiday season. At $359.99, you get the Nintendo Switch bundle with the red and blue Joy-Cons. You get a copy of Mario Tennis Aces and a copy of 1-2 Switch. Now, Mario Tennis Aces, I guess that's a pretty cool pack-in game. I could think of some other games, Super Mario Odyssey, maybe The Legend of Zelda, that maybe you'd want to pack into a Nintendo Switch, especially with new people picking up the platform, but I digress. I guess Mario Tennis Aces is a decent enough pick, but 1-2 Switch, who the hell wants that? It should have been a free game to begin with. I remember playing it at Too Many Games 2018 for the first time with Jason during, or 2017, excuse me, with Jason during our panel, and I was like, wow, I can't believe people spent money on this game. It is just not a fun game. More of a tech demo, more of an experience, but I guess if it's free and you get Mario Tennis Aces and a Switch, it's not terrible, but I think they could have done some better game selections. Let me know in the comments down below what games you would have liked to have seen. Alright, and that is going to do it for the Friday, August 17th edition of RGT News. Pretty packed episode, lots of stuff to talk about, so let me know your thoughts about everything in the comments section down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. RGT News is every Wednesday and Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. We got a bunch of cool videos coming up very soon on the channel, reviews. We're going to do a hack on the Eon GC HD adapter to make it work with my Panasonic Q. I'm going to do a full budget ghetto ass game sack gaming historian video on the Panasonic Q as well, so be on the look for that, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.